Yo guys, welcome back. Muggles, witches, and wizards of all over the world. Today we're gonna go ahead and do the third segment of everything wrong with Harry Potter movies. I already went ahead and saw the movies, so I have my trusty little notebook over here with my notes. And I'm basically going to show you guys my take on basically everything wrong with the movie. So stick around. If I do sound weird, it's because I'm sick. I'm not feeling that good. I'm a little congested. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just crack this one down. Before we get started though, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe on this side. This is my right, but your left. I post Harry Potter content on a daily basis and also go to theme parks and stuff like that. So if you guys are a fan of theme parks, especially Universal or Orlando, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. So let's go ahead and jump to it. I do have some notes based off not only the movie and the book, so if you guys hear anything regarding the book, don't be alarmed because I already have read the book, so that's probably why you're gonna hear some parts that you haven't seen in the movie. I'll make sure to note it down whenever it does come up that is from the book. And as well, like always, for copyright purposes, I cannot show you guys the exact scenes of what I'm talking about. So this is a very good excuse for you guys to go ahead and watch the movie one more time. So starting off already from the book, Snape had already known that Lupin was a wolf to begin with. He was actually even making a potion for Lupin so that way he wouldn't turn into a wolf in the middle of a full moon. That's why in the book you see that they're actually like very good friends, and it's only because Snape is helping him basically hide his true identity. Which in the book is funny because Harry this whole time he thinks that he's actually trying to poison Lupin so that way he could get the position of the defense against the dark arts. In this I also give a lot of questions that are never probably going to be answered. So if you guys do have some answers of these questions, make sure to go ahead and comment down below, because most of these are just questions that I'm watching the movie and I'm just like, and then I question it. So first things first, as soon as the movie started, why is Dumbledore and Hagrid and all these people letting Harry go back to the Dursleys? Why is Dumbledore and Hagrid and all these other teachers letting Harry stay with the Dursleys even though they're abusing him and they clearly know that they're not very good guardians for him? How the hell did Harry blow up Uncle Vernon's sister, Aunt Marge? Like, he didn't even have a wand. He just got mad, the light started flickering, and wouldn't that show you that he's a super powerful wizard? No one ever talked about doing spells or anything like that without the wand, especially without even saying a spell or anything. How convenient that the night bus actually came exactly when he was about to face Sirius Black, or in this time it was just called a black dog. Imagine if that bus would have been a little bit late to getting there. The dog would have transformed into Sirius Black, told him that he was his godfather, and basically told him the whole story. It would have destroyed the whole plot of the whole movie. And then when the bus dropped off Harry, I think it was the Leaky Cauldron, Arthur Weasley asked Harry, oh, how do you think this year is gonna be? And of course Harry says, oh, perfectly good, because you know the last 2 years have been perfectly fine as well, right? Like if every year was a walk in the park. And then Harry says the best line, says, why would I go looking for someone that wants to kill me? In every movie he's been doing exactly that. Also, when they were riding the Hogwarts Express train, this is the first time and the only time I've ever seen a teacher being in the actual train with students. This is the very first time, and coincidentally they decided to sit right with him. Imagine if the only compartment they had left and available was Snape's and they had to all sit around with Snape. The luck on Harry to not only choose the only compartment that had a teacher in it, but the only compartment that the mentors actually went inside. It's just too much of a convenience, and the luck, like last video, this is all sheer luck. And then finally you get to see the new Dumbledore. No one questions it. No one sees like an old Dumbledore leave and then this is a completely new one. As a student I would be like, hold up, this is not the same Dumbledore, what's going on here? But obviously I know it's a movie, so they're just playing along with it. Also, Dumbledore in his first speech back, he goes around and says that the mentors are going to be at every corner of the Hogwarts castle, but yet the next scene shows them miles away hovering over the water. To me that makes no sense either. When Trelawney tells Harry that he has the Grim, everyone freaks out, and then Harry is like numb to it, like, I face death every year, like this is nothing new to me. Oh, the funniest thing, when Harry flies Buckbeak around the castle, apparently all the Dementors took a vacation. I didn't see one Dementor in the whole castle. He even went and flew past the castle. No Dementors to be found. So Hagrid leaves with Malfoy when Malfoy got bit by Buckbeak, but yet Buckbeak just attacked Malfoy, and Buckbeak is left with like 15 other students just trusted that Buckbeak wouldn't kill one. Now going further into a story where Lupin is showing them the whole ridiculous. The first lady that I remember that caught my attention was the huge cobra that she turned into an even scarier thing, which was a jack-in-the-box. The creepiest jack-in-the-box, humongous and everything. The creepiest jack-in-the-box I've ever seen. Okay, now, in the book, Harry never gets to go against the Bogart because Lupin fears that Harry's Bogart is going to be Voldemort. So therefore, in the book, he never gets to see his Bogart. In the movie, he does. And that's why it turns into a Dementor. And the reason why is because apparently Harry didn't fear Lord Voldemort. He feared fear itself, which is a translation of what the Dementor is. Sucks out your joy. Oh yeah, when the fat lady gets scratched by Sirius Black, and then they go into the Great Hall sleeping and all of that, Dumbledore's having this very secretive talk with Snape, and he's just saying all these secretive things as everyone's just, some are sleeping, some aren't. I found it pretty weird that like he's having a secret talk in front of all these students and hasn't even thought, hey, let's go take it outside, let's talk somewhere else. And then Harry decides to sneak into Hogsmeade, and Invisible Harry goes and acts like an a-hole, takes candy from people, and the fact that he's supposed to be invisible, but yet you can see the lollipop just levitating and hovering around, which is kind of giving you away, buddy. I don't know if you knew that. As well, the next scene, the door opens and no one decides to see why the heck this door just randomly opens. In the book, he's actually in the Three Broomsticks, and I think he's under a table hiding with Ron, Oliver Wood, and Hermione, and they're hearing all this whole talk that you see in the movie. They're having the whole talk, but instead of it just being the Minister of Magic and McGonagall in the movie, in the book, Hagrid is also included in that conversation. I'm kind of tired of Harry always losing his glasses and breaking them. Like, isn't there a spell to just perfect your 20/20 vision or something like that? There should be a spell. There's a spell for, I don't know, fixing sunglasses and fixing glasses in general. There should be a spell to fix your eyesight. Okay, so this is going to the scene that Sirius Black is finally meeting Harry Potter with Lupin and all those people. Like, why scare your godson? Like, the first time you ever see your godson, the first thing you say is, let's kill him. Like, you're not even specifying that let's kill the rat, let's kill Peter. The first thing he says to Lupin is, let's just kill him. Like, you could have, you know, this whole year they've been chasing you and making you seem like you're this crazy serial killer, and the first thing you'd say is, let's kill him. So if Harry can use Hermione's wand, this goes back to the last video. If you guys want to check out the last video, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the description down below. But just like last video, how come Ron's broken wand, like, how come no one has given Ron the replacement wand if you can still use the same spells and everything the same in another wand? In fact, when Harry used to use the disarming spell with his wand, it would just have the wand of the opponent just fly off. But then he uses it on Snape with Hermione's wand, he goes flying to the other side of the room. So I don't know, like, if you could do that with someone else's wand, why can't Ron use a replacement wand in the meantime while in school? Basically, this whole movie has turned into that Peter Pettigrew is the main antagonist. I don't think Voldemort was even mentioned. I mean, it was obviously mentioned, but he never showed his face, which is a first, because you see Voldemort in every single one except for this one. And then Sirius Black had this conversation with Ron about, like, why did you attack me? He's like, oh, I was going for the rat. But then he grabbed his leg, he grabbed his pants, but then after knowingly grabbing Ron's leg, he still didn't let go and dragged him all the way down to the Whomping Willow, which disproves like what he just said, that he was going for the rat. The rat could have easily just gone out of Ron's hands, and that's it. That would have been the end of it. So why was Hermione, as soon as like Lupin turned into the werewolf, she was trying to reason with the werewolf when she should know that you can't reason with a werewolf. Once a person turns into a werewolf, you can't reason with him. He's not human anymore. He could even kill his best friend. Why is it when they took the time, they did the time travel back to save Buckbeak and all of the rest, why is it that they never decided to bring an invisible cloak, especially when they didn't want to be found or seen? Why didn't they bring Crookshank for the rat if they knew that Pettigrew was gonna end up disappearing in the end? That would have been a lot better, and it would have solved everyone's problem. At the end of the day, Peter Pettigrew ended up just escaping like always. Also, I don't know if a lot of you guys noticed, but Hagrid's hut was also changed in this movie. This movie, he has it up on a hill in a little slant, and it has it's like a two hut. It's like a two-roomed hut type of thing. In the first one and the second one, it was just one big hut, and it was all the way in the edge of the Forbidden Forest. Now it's like at an angle on the edge of a cliff. How did the werewolf not know that Hermione howling wasn't an actual wolf? I don't know. It's like, you should know, if I was to bark at the dog would know that it wasn't a real dog. When they came face to face with a werewolf, I'm amazed that they just turned their back and like basically like, oh, just kill me type of thing, instead of just grabbing the wand and shooting a spell at the werewolf. How did the original Harry in the bottom of the lake, when the Dementors were on top of him, not hear the other Harry, the time traveling Harry, scream out Expecto Patronum? Because he screamed it really loud, and I'm amazed he didn't hear him. So they have Sirius Black in a cell, arguably the crazy, like he's the only person who has escaped from Azkaban, and yet he's in a cell on a tower with no guards, not even a Dementor. And how come Sirius never did the whole bowing ceremony thing to get on top of Buckbeak? Oh yeah, and Harry and Hermione ran from the courtyard up the stairs, up probably a dozen stairs, and to the hospital wing in 5 seconds sharp. I actually counted the seconds. And that's everything for today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys did, make sure to go ahead and like it on the bottom. I think it's on this side. If you guys are new, like I said, I post Harry Potter content like this one every single day. So go ahead and subscribe on this side if you guys have not done so already. So I'll see you guys on the next one. And I am out of here. Like always, I am gonna produce the best spell of them all. Abracadabra!